Exploratorium 2015 is a project of the faculties of Northwest Community College, Prince Rupert, and Prince Rupert Middle School. The project aims to model the processes of exploring an archaeological site and then interpreting the fossil evidence, reconstructing the facial features of the hominid skull, speculating about the environment that existed 2.5 million years ago. We started with a brief discussion about mushrooms, more precisely, how they acquire nutrients. Students were then shown a photograph of a pixie ring and encouraged to speculate about what was under the soil. Students were then taken to our model archaeological site, a kid's swimming pool filled with styrofoam peanuts, which were bordered with a ring of mushrooms. Does the ring of mushrooms suggest something is underneath? Students were then invited to carefully peel away the styrofoam peanuts to reveal and document what was found. They were told that the rock where the fossils, these are plaster of Paris models, are located is 2.5 million years old. They found hominid skulls and jaws. Fossil leaves, which were from a deciduous tree, actually maple. A handprint to suggest the presence of an opposable thumb. A pelvis and a footprint to suggest the upright posture of the hominid. Students were then invited to search their computers to characterize the skull as something similar to. They found this to be most like Australopithecus afarensis. This may have been a mistake on my part, as students became exposed to images of other reconstructions, and they may have influenced the decision-making process further in the project. Each student was given a fossilized skull and a jaw, and they were asked to speculate on the diet of the hominid and the environment that it existed in 2.5 million years ago. Students were also asked what the skull appeared to be missing. It appears to be missing all the soft tissue. Students were then presented with photographs of human eyes and asked to speculate on the appearance of the eyes of their hominid. Similarly, photographs of noses from all sorts of mammals were presented to demonstrate the varieties that are possible. Students were then asked to speculate about the appearance of the noses on their models. Your guy's got kind of a weird looking nose. How come? Does the shape of the nose tell you anything about the way it lived?
Probably what it smelt to eat, what it smelt to hunt and stuff. Okay. Probably like some sort of something like that.
And after viewing a series of ear photographs, the students were asked to describe what they thought their hominid's ears would look like.
Yeah, I'm thinking I use it.
Then they were asked to use modeling clay to model the soft tissue on their skulls. The next day, after a brief lecture on facial reconstruction, students were invited to add muscle, the size and the location of which they determined by inductive reasoning. Then, the skulls were skinned over with paper mache and plaster of Paris to mimic fat and the skin on his face. After speculating on the skin color, students painted the skulls and applied faux fur to model the hair thought to be present. Here's a photo record of the reconstruction of the skulls. On completion of the model, students were invited to report out in as creative a way as possible. Here are some of those reports.
Hello, my name is Leonardo, and I'm part of the species Australopithecus afarensis. I was found to be 2.95 to 3.85 million years old. I was found in Eastern Africa.
How interesting. I am the same species found in the same place.
When I look at myself, I wonder why I have such a flattened nose.
I think I have the answer to your question. Australopithecus afarensis lived in Eastern Africa, where it's a really hot climate. Researchers have discovered that people from a cold climate often have narrower and higher noses.
So because of the teeth, I think it ate herbs or plant life mostly, because there are no visible canines, which would make it harder to rip up meat. I think the nose was flat and closer to the lower jaw because the sense of smell wouldn't have been highly developed, or it wouldn't have needed to use it as much. The zygomatic bone and the mandible are connected by the muscle of the masseter, which is defined quite a lot because of the consumption of herbs.
The reason I chose his nose shape is because I believe that he was an herbivore and ate things close to the ground, so he needed a flatter nose to get grass and leaves and such. The reason he was evidently upright, according to his footprint. The weight of his body was evenly distributed, thus making him upright. His ears are so big, like this, because he had to listen for predators trying to sneak up on him to either hurt him or steal his food. The bigger his ears, the easier it was to hear quiet sounds.
Phew! That saber-toothed tiger almost got me. Good thing I have big, strong legs that could get me across. I'm hungry. My big flat nose could also help me get some plants.
Hello, I can't believe I survived that attack by that wild cat.
Oh my god, what happened?
The cat jumped on me and I didn't know what to do. Luckily, there's a rock up beside me.
Yeah, I was just gonna get some Brontosaurus chow mein. You wanna come?
Yeah, where do we get Brontosaurus chow mein?
At my restaurant, number one rock.
Okay, which rock is that?
It's down the street.
Of course, after the reports, students were invited to assess the process.
Hi, my name's Alana Mahboubi from the Northwest Community College Exploratorium interview. I'm going to be interviewing Lillian Zarahi here, and so let's get started with the questions. So, how was this facial reconstruction project going on for you these days?
It's really good. I love all the projects we've been doing. I like reconstructing all the face and stuff.
Yeah, right. So, is there anything, like for example, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard is it to make these skulls?
I would give it an 8 because...
Why? Give me some reasons it would be hard.
It's because reconstructing the face has a lot of details and it's very hard.
Yeah. Wow. So, out of this project, may I ask, did you learn anything?
Actually, yes. I learned what a hominid was. I didn't really know what a hominid was in the beginning. And then I also learned in this PowerPoint, we learned about parts of the body, like parts that...
Of the skull?
The skull, yes. face
Bones
bones and stuff. Yeah, we learned about some of the scientific words, other than just the cheekbone stuff.
Right, of course. Next question. Did you think any more of your friends would enjoy this project if they were to come here and do it?
Yes, I think a lot of my friends would come here is because some classes don't really do these things. Like they do it, but they just don't like exactly do the project.
I
They
see.
learn it, but they don't do it.
So, what was your favorite step to this project?
My favorite step, I think it was the painting.
Painting. Why is that?
It's because the painting has a lot of details,
Details, yeah.
than the constructing.
Yeah.
The details you'd have to like get the perfect color, and then you'd have to
Right.
apply it on without making like a lot of mistakes.
And teeth, probably too, right?
Yeah, the teeth, like it was pretty hard for me to do the teeth.
All right. So, was there anything, if you were to do this again, was there anything you would like to change, or you didn't like about your about your hominid, or just the thing in total?
I think I wouldn't I don't not like it. I love this project, and if I had to change anything, instead of just having a few classes, I would make it into a lot of classes because people actually enjoy this a lot.
Yeah. What about problems with missing too much school or something?
Yeah, instead of doing it on school days, maybe on the weekend.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good idea. So, did you help out with this project? Did you put stuff away, mix stuff, do things to help out with this?
I did molding of the feet, like
Oh,
put our
cool. So
feet in
you
plastic
made it and then put your foot in it?
and hands, yeah.
Nice. Wonderful. So that wraps up our interview for today, and I will see you next time at the Northwest Community College interviews.
Exploratorium 2015 is now finished, but we hope to engage more students in yet-to-be-determined projects for Exploratorium 2016. Students of all ages are invited to attend.